Hello, lords and ladies. Happy Saturday. I thought today would be a fun day to kind of go into what I do when I go into designing a base. Um, how I go about it, and it doesn't matter if it's this game or any type of survival game or in a game with building, right? First, however, we have this bad boy to plop down. The tech replicator costs us like all of our metal. It's turned off, right? Okay. So, I'm going to put it on the ceiling because it's supposedly really big. Holy cow. Three, four. Okay, that's huge. So it needs element to be able to do things. Okay. I don't even know how much element we have left. So that's armor. So it's like an upgraded did I get all the greenhouse stuff? Okay. Got some saddles. The greenhouse is right here. Okay, that's weird. The wood. Storage capacity is 600. Compound bow. Okay, so it's like an upgraded fabricator. Great smithy. It's like a smithy and a fabricator all in one. One. Interesting. Three. Two. Jeez, I'm way off today. I'm a little I'm a little off today. Um. Okay. Let me do a round of poop collecting real quick and see if I can't get enough to get some more fertilizer going. Um. One. It's my least favorite thing. Well, hopefully everything goes smoothly with your slide. I appreciate that. We're gonna go into building. How I approach building this morning. Um, so we're getting ready for build 2.0. 3, 4, 5. Need one more piece of poop at least. Um, nope. This is gonna be building the final base. We just did put down the tech replicator though. That thing is gargantuan. It's like its own. So here's the tech replicator. Thing's gargantuan. I would have kept the same base I have now if but things are getting big. So I got to reevaluate kind of this base. So, yep. And there's some issues with what we got going on right now. Um, which we'll go over in just a minute. I need 4 more pieces of poop. There we go. Yeah, you're always good for a piece of poop. So there's some issues with the base we have now. So for me, we're looking for 3 or 4 pieces of poop, so we can just get some fertilizer going because we're gonna need it. Oh, this is why we need a dung beetle and the other tame that I was looking for. He's a poop machine. Literally, you just feed him stem berries and he just poops everywhere. Really, one more and can't find one more. One more would be lovely. As I'm roaming around looking for poop. My least favorite thing to do in Ark: roam around looking for poop. Okay. So, for me, I always start with a small base or a base that's small for me, and then move into a bigger base. So this was our small base. It served its purpose. It was good. Usually there's a greenhouse on top and whatnot, but we didn't really need that this time. Um, so for me, it always starts off with an Excel sheet, right? Because there's things that you want to keep in mind as you're, as things I want to keep in mind when I'm moving forward, right? So I know we need a storage area, right? In that storage area, I know we need all of our dinos to have access. So right now we can only bring the small creatures in and line them up against our storage facilities to drop things off. So this is going to require a behemoth king on our storage. Do I want it multiple floors? I'm pretty sure that's going to be a yes. For per resource. Tech, yeah, replicator placement. So we're gonna need that room, right, to get our dinos in and out. So initially, I was thinking crafting stations in the middle of the room. It's not gonna work. Because dinosaurs are gonna have to get in between there, right? Right. um, we need pen. We need animal pens, access. We need we need an animal pen to house our all of our dinosaurs, and we need to have them to have access to an omniraptor. So we need to put in a side. Maybe a side pen or something that goes back and forth for the omniraptors, right? And for flyers, roof, and then we need a greenhouse. Roof, again, And then main area trophies. So these are just the things that I'm thinking about before I get into the actual building part of the game, right? So I know what my areas are already going to be. What areas do I need? I need a storage facility. I need an animal pen, and then some type of main area, right? Now, the main area usually is better in Ark when you start adding mods to it, right? So a lot of the mods that I used to subscribe to on top of S Plus, S Plus for the gameplay. All the other ones were just for visuals, right? So I like the castles and the keeps one that basically allowed you to build castles and deck them out and give be able to build static like food and tables and beer cans and stuff like that and make it look um, uh, kind of give it a feeling of being used, right? We also need kind of like a style blend wood and stone for main, thatch for pens, right? And so that kind of gives me my gruff outline, right, of the sections that I'm building. So as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, three sections all connected, whether they're connected, three sections connected door. Do I want to connect them, have them right up to each other? Do I want them separated by corridors, or like a little hallway? We're gonna sit here. Put boss together. Okay, and so that's how I start off. I just give a list of what I think I need and write down on paper, or in this one Excel, the different thoughts I'm having, the different directions I want to go. So it gives me something that I can, constantly keep an eye on and constantly keep in my head. Right. So that's step one. Just have something that you can review and kind of pull upon. Right. Step two, we need to know the dimensions of what we're building with. Right. So for me, it's all about that foundation, that stone foundation height. Right. So we know that these are foundations, right? What I want to avoid is that little dip, right? So we're going to be busting through busting through some of the walls. So some of the thing that's driving me to change my base design is, as some of you may or may not have noticed, a lot of times when our guy in the back here gets attacked, which happens all the time, our squid gets attacked all the time by random things in the ocean, a lot of my dinosaurs will start heading towards the back to try to help them out, especially my flyers, right? Oh, that's a good point. Flyers needs access. So I want to put my flyers someplace that's high, like on a rooftop kind of entrance, without making it look weird. You know what I mean? So like kind of like an attic, kind of like place for the birds. The problem is, of course, with birds, that they still run off. So, um, and they'll try to go and help. So it makes it kind of a problem. Um, I gotta remember to put the birds, at least the birds, on passive. Um, because I don't want them flying off. You know what I mean? Um, like today when I got on, that guy was sitting out in the ocean because he wanted to go help out the the squid, right? And obviously we don't want him to go help out the squid. Squid's just fine the way he is. All right, so we need to pick this up. It's gonna get heavy. Um, so again, I'm just looking to see, okay, what do I have access to, right? So I know this is gonna be fine because it's fine over here. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I gotta. And you can't be scared to just go in and just destroy. Which luckily for us, we don't have to destroy anymore. It used to be we had to. If I wanted to do this in the old Ark, I would have to basically destroy everything that I just picked up, which sucks. As of right now, I can go back and put it back in if I want to. Um, Come on, pick it up. No, stop picking up stone. Okay. Can I fit another one there? No, so it's got to go here. Okay, you can go there. Can't go one higher there. Hmm. So this is basically going to be walking back and forth. So now what I'm thinking about here, right, is that of course it's at an angle. Some of it we could theoretically run it out, right, and use quarter walls to um to bring that up to height, right? So that's just because a foundation doesn't get put somewhere doesn't mean that there can't be a foundation like element right there. If that makes sense. And so basically, we want to see what can we work with. What's our dimensions here? Because that's going to tie into what the base is going to have access to. So if it makes sense scooting the base over to get a nice flush line and then maybe use that area for something different, um, you know, that's not the end of the world. But we won't know until I won't know until I put down um, all the foundations around and get a good look at what we got available. And just a reminder to everybody, next week I will not be streaming Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. It is Thanksgiving for us Americans. And so I'll be spending time in southern Illinois. Illinois is from where I'm from. Hanging out with my family down there. We got a big kind of like family reunion coming up, which is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. We got to make sure we got food and water. Now, we're going to leave ourselves a little bit exposed here as we're building, but that's normal. Hopefully I don't forget any of these. Okay, so we can come out this way. Big part of it's going to be we've got to pick up all this stuff because obviously we put the stuff around the outside of the. Stop picking up rocks. And I'm not too worried about something coming on and killing us or attempting to kill us. We've got some pretty powerful tames right there, open world tames. So I'm not 100% worried. The one I worry about is my flyers because they're now all on passive. So if something came in and you know what, I might move him just because. But you know, if something attacks the mammoths are going to kill them. Something attacks the T-Rexes are going to kill them. Just put you right there. Kind of sneak you in there. So not too worried about it. In the grand scheme of things. Mostly I put this wall up so my tames would stop going in the dang water. To kill those things that would come onto our island. Now, Structures Plus had a really good way of picking up this stuff. Man, this little gun, you just shoot it at what you want to pick up. Okay. I'm a little heavy. I don't have to worry about the Omniraptor. Okay. Now, I did find something out about the tech replicator in dedicated storage in general. Basically, let's say you're building, say you're using multiple roof fabricators, right, to produce ammunition. Let's say, right? You can only use. It's going to sound weird. Like if I'm using. Say I'm using metal ingots to build electronics here, right? I can't use metal ingots somewhere else. Oh. I got metal ingots right there. Where the heck did I get those? So it's like each type of dedicated storage kind of cues into, you know, once one person's using it, kind of cuts it off from everybody else. Which, playing solo, who cares? From what I've read, obviously I've never used it before. All right, this is going to be our line here. How far can we take this line? Pretty far. And this is probably going to be our line here. Well, actually, that came out pretty good. So now I get to decide, right? Since I know this is my line, right? I'm going to have pretty much a straight shot, probably straight down, right? So I could just remove all these. take it down to here. Make this kind of like my little greenhouse area. So what I can do is pop off this back end and then just come out from here. Leave this kind of the way it is and start my build for the main house. That way I'm not putting the greenhouse on the roof. That should have a pretty straight straight line through there. And so these are the things that I go through when I'm checking. Yeah, we could run that line for quite a long time. It should hold steady for quite a long time. Should be in the operative board. Obviously, we won't know until we get in and see what we got going on. But I know for a fact one side's going to have to be at least 6 wide. This is 6 wide, this floor. So the entrance to where we're going to be building our storage facility is going to have to be at least 6 wide. You know, we can move the crafting into the main area. So I just had a thought. So and this is what happens as you're going through. This is what you do. Crafting in area storage. So now I was just thinking, well, what if we put the crafting in the main area? And get the storage separate. So just have dedicated storage. Because if we've got the tech storage, it will auto link to it, so we don't have to worry about it.